Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Morgan Wallen. More Than My Hometown by request from my buddy Bobbert. It is Ben Merritt hanging with you here on your Wednesday hump day. Halfway through the week. Got a little bit of that fluffy white stuff overnight last night. It is still a bit chilly out there as well, too. Mid to upper 20s. Ugh. Are we really looking forward to this? No. But we are really looking forward to Sam Hunt coming up to Grand Forks this weekend. Hannah's got your hookup still all the rest of this week. She's going to hook you up with 3 keywords. Listen for them, and you got your chance to get those tickets to get into the show for Sam Hunt, Brett Young, Lily Rose at the Ralph. It's going to be great. So looking forward to that. On the way, we got your country quickies. We're going to hear a new tune from Kane Brown that will be released on Friday. And Kelsea Ballerini puts a squash to maybe collaborating with her boyfriend on the Outer Banks. We'll talk about it coming up in 8 minutes, but right now it's Megan Maroney on Froggy 99.9. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There's some Miranda Lambert with White Liar. Country quickies for your Wednesday. Kane Brown excited fans on Instagram yesterday by revealing that he's got a new song, Fiddle in the Band, and it will be coming out on Friday.
Little bit of bass, 808s, little bit of clap your hands, a little bit of 6 strings on a backbeat, fiddle in the band.
Alongside a live concert clip, Kane posted, quote, tag a friend and comment which show you're coming to, and we're going to pick someone to win tickets to the show, and added Fiddle in the Band 322. So look forward to some brand new stuff. And hey, if you don't win Kane Brown tickets through us here on Froggy 99.9, Kane might just give you some free ones anyway. And it's fairly common for country stars to try their hand at acting. Recent examples including Kane Brown himself, Lainey Wilson, Tim McGraw's done it, Reba's done it, Trace Atkins is currently doing it, Cowboy Troy, the list goes on and on. Well, Kelsea Ballerini is hoping to join their ranks, but pulls up shorts when it comes to using her actor boyfriend Chase Stokes as her foot in the door. She said in an interview that when it comes to my relationship, there's a beautiful level of him showing up on tour or at my respective award shows, and me getting to go on set and showing up at his events, where we just get to be each other's support system in person. That's, to me, feels really safe. So, any casting agents, Kelsea wants an honest shot on her own merits, not just because she's dating Chase Stokes. So, don't look for her on Outer Banks anytime soon. Cody Johnson now with The Painter on Froggy 99.9. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Sam Hunt coming to the Ralph this weekend. And coming to your ears in 8 minutes, Shower Thoughts. Right now, though, it's Luke Combs.
My big brother.
Shower Thoughts with Ben.
A circle is just a rounded straight line. The human brain named itself. Maybe babies cry at birth because reincarnation is real and they just realize that they've had to start over from 1. The internet is just like a group project where half of the team does all the work and the other half messes it up.
Shower Thoughts with Ben.
When you listen to
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Connor Smith. Creek will rise. It is time for your Froggy Text Club question of the day. Brought to you by the College Safe Program. Thanks to the Bank of North Dakota. Today's question is an old go-to. This is a favorite of mine. I love having these conversations with people. What is that one hill that you will forever die on? My thing for this particular instance, and you don't have to pick food, but I'm going to go food, is that burgers and nachos should be served wider than taller. Like if you're going to make a big plate of nachos, use the whole baking sheet. Or if you go to a restaurant and they also have a pizza oven, serve it on a pizza platter. And then with burgers, you want to do a 1 pound burger. Don't make it a like hockey puck thick burger. Spread it out. Make a bigger bun. We should yell at the bun industry. I bet you that's the problem. So that's mine. 35270. What is a hill that you are willing to die on? Tell me about it while we listen to Jordan Davis here on Froggy 99.9.
Swear that you stay.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Russell Dickerson. Blue Tacoma. It's your Froggy Text Club question of the day, brought to you by the College State Program at the Bank of North Dakota. Today's question, to text in at 35270, what is that one hill that you will forever die on? Again, mine, burgers, nachos, things like that should be served wider with a bigger radius than with height instead of height. Somebody texted in, they said touchscreens in cars suck. They want their buttons and knobs back. I just saw a Cadillac that has a touchscreen from like one corner panel to the other. Was it? I think it might have been a Cadillac. I think it was a Cadillac. Anyway, that just seems ridiculous to me. So this person says it's better to own media than to rely 100% on streaming. Yeah, with how often like your streaming services drop things that aren't performing all that well. You love that movie, you go buy that DVD. You love that song, you go buy CDs or listen to the radio. We'll always be playing your favorite tunes. Let's see. TVs shouldn't be put above a fireplace. Yeah, no, that just sounds bad for the electronics. It gets warm. It just sounds bad. Thank goodness I'm not rich enough to have a fireplace in my apartment. Oh well. 35270, what's the hill you're willing to die on?
This is where
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Chris Young. It is your Froggy Text Club question of the day, brought to you by the College State Program. Thanks to the Bank of North Dakota. 35270 to chime in on this. We're about wrapping up. What is the hill that you're willing to die on? I think that foods like burgers and nachos and things that people stack too high should be served wider instead. That's all. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's that terrible, is it? Somebody texted in that yoga pants are better than jeans and that mom jeans are the worst jeans and should just go away. That is a person with some very strict thoughts on their wardrobe, or other people's wardrobe. All right, who set this one? The moon landing was fake. Are we still on that? All right. I can get behind this one. Chicago sports are always terrible. Either that's a Chicago fan that's just been broken by the Justin Fields trade, or it's a local Vikings fan who agrees. Mullets aren't cool. Well, not cool anymore, but they were cool when like Billy Ray and Blake Shelton were wearing them. Sports betting needs to be legalized. It'll help the state out with money issues. All right, I'm on board with that one.
I've seen it go now.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Old Dominion and Megan Maroney. In Tell Me Something Good, we'll talk about a love story 70 years in the making.
I never said
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Morgan Wallen thinking about me. It's time for Tell Me Something Good to wrap up your workday with a bit of a smile on your face. And in this case, a warm heart as well, too. Two high school sweethearts reconnected 73 years later and started dating again. Bill is 90, Joanne is 92, and they met on a school bus and then went to prom together. They ended up breaking up when Joanne went away for college. Well, all these years later, a lifetime afterwards, Joanne's daughter looked Bill up and found out that, well, he only lived 80 miles away. So here's what happened next.
And I researched a little bit further and saw that his wife had passed away the year before. And I dropped him a note, said it would be fun to reminisce.
And I thought, well, it's interesting. We'll get together. So I called her and told her I'd be down. Neither one of us looked the same after 70 years. But once we got over that little bit of a shock, the personalities and the way we feel about each other just came right back.
And they fell in love all over again. As a matter of fact, they spend every weekend together now. Aw, Joanne and Bill, literally the lifetime story of love that we all needed today. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. There you go. Kenny Chesney with his latest Take Her Home. It is Ben Merritt hanging with you here on your Wednesday. And don't forget to head on over to FroggyWeb.com and vote for your favorite furry friend, whether it's your friend or a friend's friend or, well, basically just go look at the dogs and tell me which ones are cute, okay? It's a pretty easy job. And the best dog, the goodest boy or goodest girl, is going to walk away with an awesome prize package from our friends at Homeward Animal Shelter and Elevate Canine Academy because they deserve it. Yes, they do. You deserve it. They do. They deserve it. So again, head on over to FroggyWeb.com, vote in Mutt Madness because we're into the top 16. So you can vote every day if you want because let's be honest, we always need to look at a good dog, right? Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Brantley Gilbert, he's coming to Shields Arena pretty soon. You never know, Hannah might have the hookup for those tickets as well, too. She is currently giving away some Sam Hunt tickets, and that returns tomorrow at 10, noon, and 2. But coming up in about 8 minutes, I got some dad jokes for you, but here's Jackson Dean.
I believe in love.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Little Big Town and Pontoon. Soon enough. Soon we will be in the pontoons. It's time for some dad jokes, though. Never too far away from some dad jokes, so let's get after these ones. Hey, what did the roof say to the shingle? First one's on the house. Why did the tailor get fired? They just weren't a good fit. What's the kind of bug that can tell time? Well, that would obviously be a cockroach. Ew. And why did the girl toss a clock out the window to keep the time feeling going? Because she wanted to see time fly. Yeah, there you go. Happy dad jokes, everybody. It's Thomas Rhett, Morgan Wallen. It's Mamaw's house here on Froggy 99.9. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That is the latest from Chris Young. It's Young Love and Saturday Night. In about 8 minutes, shower thoughts. You're going to dive deep into the warm, wet recesses of my brain. Ugh.
We've been swinging.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Carly Pierce and Chris Stapleton, and we don't fight anymore. It is Ben Merritt, and I got to remind you to text the word camper to 35270 for your chance at a new camper for this summer. Again, you want to go to the lakes, you want to go to the concerts, you want to go to the festivals. Well, this is the best way to do it. And thanks to our friends at OutletRecreation.com, as well as Muscatel and Michelob Golden Light, we're hooking everyone up with the opportunity at a brand new camper. So text the word camper to 35270, or you can head on over to FroggyWeb.com and you can sign up there as well, too, because hey, this brand new pop-up camper ain't going to win itself. You got to win it, all right? You stand in Shay now and save me the trouble on Froggy 99.9.
I can tell that.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Gabby Barrett with the good ones. We are just about 7.5 minutes away from some random facts. But right now, it's Jason Aldean. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Brooks and Dunn. Ain't nothing about you. It is Ben Merritt, and it's time for some random facts. Random fact number 1. Half of the gold that's ever been found on Earth comes from one particular basin in South Africa. It's the Witwatersrand Basin. You can double check that spelling on me, by the way. Texas is so big that El Paso is closer to San Diego, California than it is to Houston. And a small city called Texarkana in the northeast corner of the state is closer to Chicago than it is to El Paso. It's a big state, everybody. And the tradition of bridesmaids all wearing the same dress goes back to ancient Rome. They'd all dress in the same as the bride to confuse any evil spirits that showed up on the wedding day to snatch her away. That's one way to handle it. Here you go with the Grammy version of Luke Combs and Tracy Chapman, Fast Car on Froggy 99.9.
Oh, that ride.
Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That is Brian Martin, and we ride in our Nashville now. We're going to find out what Luke Combs, a lighter trick, and a boatload of Swedish fish have in common. And it's not what you think. We've got that scoop coming up about 8 minutes on a surprising studio session here on Froggy 99.9. But first, it's Morgan Wallen. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. Tyler Hubbard and a little back then right now. Time for some Nashville now. Post Malone seems to be dipping his toes and perhaps soon his whole foot into the country music pond. Teaming up with some big names like Luke Combs, Ernest, Posty has been dropping hints left and right about a potential country music project, from covering classics to teasing unreleased songs. The anticipation is building for the Posty Goes Country. I want it so bad. And while we wait for the official word, it looks like we're keeping the studio vibes laid back with plenty of Bud Light, Doritos, and yes, Swedish Fish. Responsibly hydrating while playing with fire. That sounds like a Post Malone kind of thing, I'm not going to lie. And honestly, the clips that have come out over social media, either it's from Post Malone or it's from the people who have been working with Posty. It's going to be a really good album. I cannot wait. The man's from Texas after all. He's got that country music in him. Froggy 99.9 plays the most country. That's Jelly Roll, Halfway to Hell, to wrap it up for me here on a Wednesday. Hey, speaking of halfway through the work week, right? Only a couple days left, and they're the two best days of the work week as well, too. Friday Junior, and then Friday right after that. Oh boy. Plus, that means that you still have 6 more opportunities to win Hannah's hookup for Sam Hunt tickets this weekend at the Ralph in Grand Forks. Be listening at 10, noon, and 2. Hannah will give you the keywords to text into 35270 for your chance at those show tickets. So be ready, because it's still going. And yes, you'll get the tickets before Saturday's show, because they're digital tickets. You don't have to come pick them up, so don't worry about that. Other than that, tomorrow morning, the wake-up call, bright and early, 6 a.m. till 10. I'm back at 3. PJ is in next. It's going to be a great evening for you right here on Froggy 99.9. So wrapping it up for me, have yourself a great rest of your night. As I walk out the door, here's Luke Combs with Going, Gone. Bye.
Some things in life for me.